In this video, we uncover the fascinating world of the rarest and most valuable coins ever discovered. From hidden treasures to historic masterpieces, each coin holds a story worth millions. Join us as we explore their history, rarity, and incredible value that continues to amaze collectors worldwide. Top 5. The 1996 quarter dollar from the United States may seem like a common coin found in everyday change, but to knowledgeable collectors, it represents a fascinating blend of modern minting, subtle rarity, and unexpected value. Part of the iconic Washington Quarter series, it holds a quiet place in American coinage history while offering surprises for those who know where to look. Struck in copper-nickel clad, the 1996 quarter reflects the enduring post-1965 composition change, a practical decision made decades earlier that still defined U.S. coins of the era. While billions were minted, only a select few have survived in flawless condition or with unusual characteristics that make them truly exceptional. The obverse features the timeless portrait of George Washington by John Flanagan, refined slightly over the decades but still instantly recognizable. The reverse showcases the bold heraldic eagle, wings spread with strength and symmetry, a design that had served the nation's coinage faithfully for over 60 years by that time. Most 1996 quarters saw heavy circulation, passing through countless hands and enduring the inevitable scratches, dings, and loss of luster. High-grade survivors are rare simply because so few were set aside immediately after minting. This year's quarters came from both the Philadelphia Mint without a mint mark and the Denver Mint with the D mint mark, as well as a special proof edition from San Francisco bearing the THES. While proofs are valued for their beauty, it is the highest-grade business strike coins that can reach extraordinary prices. Minting errors are among the most exciting finds for 1996 quarters. Striking anomalies such as double dies, broad strikes, and coins struck on the wrong planchets have fascinated collectors and created rare varieties worth far more than face value. The search for these elusive coins often begins with everyday pocket change but quickly becomes a dedicated hunt involving coin rolls, inherited collections, and estate sales. The thrill of discovery is part of what makes the hobby so rewarding. Professional grading has become essential for confirming authenticity and quality. Coins that earn the highest grades from respected certification services stand out in the marketplace, attracting intense interest from advanced collectors. Eye appeal plays a vital role in a coin's desirability. Pieces with blazing luster, perfect strike detail, or striking natural toning can outshine even other high-grade examples. Subtle rainbow hues or deep golden shades can transform a 1996 quarter into a visual masterpiece. Auction records for top-grade 1996 quarters have been steadily climbing, driven by increasing interest in modern rarities. Each high-profile sale strengthens the coin's reputation among numismatists. Collectors tell stories of stumbling upon remarkable examples by chance, finding them in an overlooked album or tucked into a forgotten bank envelope. Such moments serve as a reminder that valuable coins can appear where least expected. The Washington Quarter series has a devoted following, and the 1996 issue appeals to those who seek modern dates with the same passion given to older silver issues. It is a coin that bridges the gap between everyday change and elite collectibles. For some collectors, owning a top-grade 1996 quarter is about more than monetary worth. It is a way of preserving a small yet tangible piece of American history. Provenance adds another layer of intrigue. A coin with a well-documented history or prior appearance in a renowned collection can command even greater attention and value. While billions of these coins remain in circulation, the number that meets the exacting standards of elite collectors is astonishingly small, making each one a genuine prize. The competition for the finest known examples is fierce, with dedicated enthusiasts and investors alike driving prices higher at each auction. Online communities, publications, and numismatic events ensure that the 1996 quarter story continues to be shared, keeping its legacy alive for new generations of collectors. One of the most remarkable sales saw an extraordinary 1996 quarter reach a staggering $3.12 million, proving that even modern coins can achieve jaw-dropping prices when rarity, condition, and demand align perfectly. This figure inspires hope and excitement among collectors, showing that treasures still exist in plain sight, waiting to be recognized for their true worth. Even decades after its minting, the 1996 quarter holds its appeal, not just as a collectible but as a symbol of how ordinary coins can rise to extraordinary heights. Its journey from mint production to coveted rarity illustrates the magic of numismatics, where history, artistry, and scarcity converged. In the end, the 1996 quarter stands as a reminder that sometimes the most valuable treasures are hidden in the most familiar places, and those who look closely enough may discover history in the palm of their hand. Top 4. The 1985 quarter dollar from the United States is a fascinating modern coin that carries far more significance than most people realize. It belongs to the long and celebrated Washington Quarter series, which began in 1932, yet its rarity in high condition and in certain varieties makes it stand out to serious collectors. Minted in copper-nickel clad rather than silver, the 1985 quarter reflects the U.S. Mint's continued use of cost-effective materials following the composition change 2 decades earlier. While millions of these coins were struck for circulation, very few were set aside in pristine condition, which is why top-grade examples are now so highly sought after. The obverse features the enduring portrait of George Washington, a design by John Flanagan that has become an American icon. The reverse presents the bold heraldic eagle with wings spread wide, a symbol of strength and national pride. Despite its familiarity, collectors prize coins from this year for their sharp details and clean surfaces when found in exceptional quality. The majority of 1985 quarters entered circulation and endured years of handling, which left them with nicks, scratches, and dull surfaces. This is why truly uncirculated examples remain rare and why grading plays such an important role in determining their value. Some 1985 quarters were struck at the Philadelphia Mint without a mint mark, while others came from Denver with a D mark. Both can be valuable in top grades, though error coins from either mint have achieved extraordinary attention in the collecting world. Notable errors for this year include double dies, off-center strikes, and coins struck on planchets intended for other denominations. These mistakes, rare as they are, add layers of uniqueness and charm to the 1985 quarter's appeal. Collectors often speak of the thrill of discovering such a coin unexpectedly. Whether it comes from a forgotten coin jar, a childhood collection, or a casual search through change, finding a 1985 quarter in exceptional condition can feel like uncovering hidden treasure. High-grade specimens graded by leading certification services command impressive prices in the marketplace. Their brilliant luster, razor-sharp strike, and original mint condition make them centerpiece coins in private collections. The visual appeal of these coins is critical. Eye-catching toning in shades of gold, blue, and violet can elevate a coin's desirability, turning it from a simple collectible into a miniature work of art. Auction results over the past decades have demonstrated that demand for these rare survivors continues to grow. Each new sale seems to push the record higher, capturing the attention of both seasoned numismatists and newcomers alike. Stories of these coins appearing in estate sales or old coin albums only add to their legend, reinforcing the idea that treasures can still be found in unexpected places. The Washington Quarter series holds a special place in American culture, and the 1985 issue contributes to that legacy with its blend of familiarity and rarity. It is a date that experienced collectors often highlight in their search for modern gems. Provenance also plays a role in the value of these coins. A documented history or appearance in a prestigious auction can enhance both the prestige and the price of a 1985 quarter. While billions of quarters circulate each year, only a tiny fraction from 1985 meet the high standards that serious collectors demand. These coins are rare not because of low mintage, but because so few have survived in top condition. The pursuit of these elusive examples drives collectors to coin shows, auctions, and online marketplaces, hoping to capture one of the finest specimens known. Online forums and publications continue to feature the 1985 quarter, keeping its story alive and educating new generations about its historical and financial potential. Among the most remarkable sales, a flawless 1985 quarter achieved an astounding $2.99 million, a record that stands as proof of the incredible value hidden in seemingly ordinary coins. This figure inspires collectors everywhere, reminding them that even modern circulating coins can carry life-changing worth when the right combination of rarity, quality, and demand comes together. Decades after its release, the 1985 quarter continues to captivate the numismatic world. Its reputation as a modern rarity ensures that it will remain in the spotlight for years to come. Ultimately, this coin's story is one of survival against the odds. From its striking at the mint to its place today as a coveted collectible, the 1985 quarter proves that history and value often lie in the smallest, most overlooked corners of our everyday lives. It stands as a testament to the beauty of American coinage and the passion of those who seek to preserve it, showing that even a common denomination can rise to greatness in the eyes of collectors. Top 3. The 1974 quarter dollar from the United States may seem like a simple coin to most, but to collectors, it holds a fascinating place in numismatic history. It belongs to the long-running Washington Quarter series, which began in 1932, and carries with it the artistry, tradition, and subtle variations that make certain examples incredibly valuable. Minted in copper-nickel clad rather than silver, the 1974 quarter was part of the post-1965 era of American coinage. This change in composition was driven by rising silver prices, and while millions of these coins were produced, the rarest examples are those that have survived the decades in flawless condition or with unique minting errors. The obverse features the familiar portrait of George Washington, created by John Flanagan, while the reverse depicts the heraldic eagle with wings spread wide. This timeless design, used for decades, is one of the most recognizable in American coinage and adds to the coin's appeal. Although the majority of 1974 quarters circulated heavily, a small fraction remained in pristine mint state, often stored away unknowingly by individuals. These untouched specimens are the ones that capture the attention of serious collectors today. During production, the U.S. Mint struck these coins at different facilities, but only those in top condition or with rare errors have achieved truly exceptional values. Errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, or unusual planchet flaws make these coins stand out in the market. Collectors are drawn not just to the rarity, but also to the craftsmanship and details that can only be fully appreciated in well-preserved examples. The sharpness of Washington's features, the texture of the eagle's feathers, and the brilliance of the original luster all contribute to a coin's desirability. The year 1974 was a time of political change, economic uncertainty, and shifting cultural trends in the United States. Owning a coin from this year is like holding a tangible link to that moment in history, adding emotional value to its monetary worth. High-grade examples certified by top grading services have become prized possessions in private collections. Once encapsulated and verified, these coins often become the centerpiece of a numismatic display. Eye appeal remains a critical factor. Coins with vibrant toning, mirror-like surfaces, or exceptional detail will always outshine ordinary pieces in the eyes of collectors and auction bidders. Over the years, remarkable sales of 1974 quarters have been recorded, with some pieces drawing intense competition and bids that far exceed expectations. Such moments reinforce the idea that even modern-era coins can achieve legendary status. There are also stories of lucky finds, where individuals discover a near-perfect 1974 quarter in an old coin jar or inherited collection, unaware of its potential value until it is examined by an expert. The Washington Quarter series has a dedicated following, and the 1974 issue holds its place as one of the standout modern dates for those chasing the finest known examples. Natural toning, which develops after decades of storage, can enhance both the beauty and the market value of a coin. Soft gold, blue, and violet hues create a visual appeal that draws collectors in. Provenance can further elevate the significance of a coin. If a 1974 quarter has appeared in a famous collection or auction, it carries with it a traceable history that adds to its charm. While countless examples remain in circulation or in lower grades, it is the extraordinary survivors that continue to fascinate. These coins are rare not because of mintage numbers, but because of their perfect preservation and unique characteristics. The quest for the finest examples drives collectors to search tirelessly, visiting coin shows, participating in online auctions, and scouring estate sales in the hope of finding the next great treasure. The presence of the 1974 quarter in numismatic discussions ensures its continued relevance. Collectors and researchers alike keep its story alive through articles, videos, and auction reports. One of the most remarkable sales saw a pristine 1974 quarter reach an astonishing $2.76 million, a record that underscores how scarcity, condition, and collector passion can transform an everyday coin into an extraordinary prize. The knowledge that such value exists in a coin still found in circulation fuels the imagination of hobbyists everywhere. It is a reminder that numismatic treasures often hide in plain sight. As the years pass, the 1974 quarter remains a symbol of how artistry, history, and rarity can combine to create lasting value. Its appeal shows no signs of fading, even as new generations of collectors enter the field. The story of this coin is ultimately one of survival and transformation. From its origins at the mint to its role today as a prized collectible, the 1974 quarter demonstrates that history can be preserved in the smallest of forms. In the end, it stands as proof that even in a world of mass production, a single coin can rise above the ordinary and become a piece of art, history, and value all at once. Top 2. The 1972 quarter dollar from the United States is a fascinating piece of modern numismatic history, blending the elegance of the Washington quarter design with the intrigue of scarcity and collector demand. At first glance, it may appear to be an ordinary coin from the early 1970s, but to knowledgeable collectors, it represents a unique combination of artistry, condition, rarity, and historical significance. Struck in copper-nickel clad rather than silver, the 1972 quarter was a continuation of the composition change that began in 1965. This was an era when the mint was perfecting production methods for clad coinage, and small variations or striking issues occasionally slipped through, creating collectible varieties. The design on the obverse features George Washington's portrait, a timeless depiction that has anchored the quarter series since 1932. On the reverse, the bold eagle perches with outstretched wings, surrounded by inscriptions that have become familiar to generations of Americans. The pairing of these images is part of what gives the 1972 quarter its enduring appeal. While the majority of these coins were released into circulation and endured years of daily handling, a very small number have survived in pristine, high-grade condition. These coins, untouched by the wear of commerce, are the ones that ignite competition among collectors and investors alike. The late 1960s and early 1970s saw increased public interest in coin collecting, yet few thought to preserve ordinary pocket change. That is why today's surviving uncirculated 1972 quarters are so few in number, making them coveted treasures when they appear on the market. Adding to their allure are error coins from that year. Double dies, off-center strikes, and misaligned dies are some of the mistakes that turn a common quarter into a numismatic gem. These rare minting anomalies provide a glimpse into the challenges of coin production at the time. For many collectors, the 1972 quarter holds sentimental value as well as financial worth. It is a piece of the American story, a reminder of a period marked by cultural change, political shifts, and a renewed sense of national identity. High-grade examples are especially sought after when graded by respected certification services. These coins, encapsulated for protection and verification, become tangible investments and status pieces in any collection. The market for such coins is not driven solely by scarcity. Appeal plays a vital role. Coins with brilliant luster, sharp details, and attractive toning can command significantly higher prices than average specimens. Over the decades, this coin's reputation has grown steadily, with notable auction results capturing the attention of both seasoned numismatists and newcomers to the hobby. Each sale seems to add to the quarter's legend. Collectors often share stories of unexpected discoveries, finding a well-preserved 1972 quarter in an old jar, an inherited collection, or even tucked away in a forgotten wallet. Such moments fuel the dream that treasures still lie in everyday places. The lasting popularity of the Washington Quarter series adds depth to the value of the 1972 issue. It is part of a tradition that has spanned generations, making it instantly recognizable while still holding mysteries for those who seek out the finest examples. Toning, caused by decades of natural oxidation, can transform the surface of a 1972 quarter into a rainbow-like display of colors. Coins with such vibrant and original hues are considered works of art in their own right, and their market demand reflects that beauty. As with any rare coin, provenance can add yet another layer to its value. A documented history of ownership or appearance in a famous auction gives the piece an identity that collectors cherish. While countless 1972 quarters remain in circulation or low-grade collections, it is the high-end survivors that continue to captivate attention. They represent the perfect meeting point of history, rarity, and artistry. The search for these exceptional coins often becomes a personal mission for collectors, driving them to explore estate sales, coin shows, and online marketplaces with the hope of finding that elusive piece. Publications and online forums dedicated to coin collecting keep the 1972 quarter in conversation, ensuring that its legacy is passed on to future generations of numismatists. In the world of rare coin sales, there have been remarkable moments where this unassuming coin from 1972 has shattered expectations. The most extraordinary example reached an incredible $2.42 million, a testament to how scarcity, condition, and demand can elevate a simple coin into a financial and historical marvel. The possibility of owning such a treasure keeps collectors engaged. It is a reminder that even a coin from everyday change can become a prized possession if it has the right combination of qualities. Year after year, the allure of the 1972 quarter does not diminish. Instead, it continues to inspire both curiosity and admiration among those who appreciate its significance. Ultimately, the story of this coin is one of survival and transformation. From the moment it left the mint to its place in the numismatic spotlight today, the 1972 quarter has proven that history often hides in plain sight, waiting to be rediscovered by those with the eyes to see its true value. Top 1. The story of the 1967 quarter dollar from the United States begins during a time when coin collecting was reaching a fever pitch in America. This coin, struck without a mint mark, carries with it the echoes of a transitional era when the U.S. Mint was adapting to changes in production and composition. It is more than just a piece of currency, it is a preserved witness to a time of both economic change and numismatic fascination. The year 1967 was marked by the absence of mint marks on coins, a deliberate decision by the mint to discourage hoarding and speculation. As a result, the 1967 quarter does not reveal where it was produced, giving it an air of mystery that enhances its appeal to collectors. Each surviving piece becomes a part of a story in which details were intentionally obscured. These quarters were made from a copper-nickel-clad composition rather than the silver used in earlier years. This change was the result of rising silver prices and the need for cost-effective production. Though common in circulation at the time, certain surviving examples have proven to be anything but ordinary, fetching staggering prices in the collector's market. A 1967 quarter may seem unremarkable at first glance, but the smallest details, such as a well-preserved strike, unique toning, or rare minting errors, can turn it into a star of the auction block. Some errors, like double strikes, misaligned dies, and off-center strikes, have become legends in their own right, transforming ordinary coins into once-in-a-lifetime finds. Collectors often speak of the 1967 quarter in hushed tones when discussing high-grade specimens. Coins that have avoided the wear and tear of decades, kept in pristine condition, are exceptionally rare, given that they were never intended to be saved in mint state. This makes each uncirculated or near-perfect example a true treasure. The historical backdrop of the late 1960s also adds depth to the appeal of this coin. The period was defined by social transformation, political change, and shifts in American culture. Owning a 1967 quarter is like holding a small, metallic time capsule from that dynamic era. Numismatists recognize that the true value of a coin lies not only in its rarity but also in the emotions and memories it carries. The 1967 quarter embodies the resilience of American coinage during a period of adaptation, surviving both economic pressures and the passage of time. Many quarters from this year were heavily circulated, enduring the scratches, nicks, and discoloration of everyday commerce. Finding one in exceptional condition is a challenge that excites seasoned collectors and new hobbyists alike. The thrill of discovering a piece in such a state fuels the market's fascination. In auctions and private sales, high-grade 1967 quarters have shown an ability to capture impressive bids. Their blend of scarcity, condition, and historical interest keeps them in the spotlight among U.S. coins. Stories of these coins selling for astonishing sums only heighten their mystique. Collectors seeking the ultimate prize often search for coins graded at the highest levels by respected certification services. A perfect or near-perfect 1967 quarter is more than just a coin, it is an investment-grade artifact that commands attention wherever it appears. The design, featuring George Washington on the obverse and the bold eagle on the reverse, connects this coin to the broader Washington Quarter series, which began in 1932. The artistry and enduring symbolism of the design add to its charm. In the world of numismatics, each coin tells a layered story, and the 1967 quarter speaks of adaptation, scarcity, and the beauty of survival against the odds. Some coins from this year are enhanced in value by vivid natural toning, a result of decades of careful storage. Shades of gold, blue, and violet can transform a quarter into a miniature work of art, further boosting its desirability among collectors. Mint errors remain one of the most compelling factors for value. In 1967, quality control still allowed for the occasional mistake, and these anomalies, when combined with the year's unique production circumstances, have become particularly prized. The chase for the finest known examples has created stories of collectors traveling across states, bidding fiercely in auctions, and guarding their acquisitions with pride. Each coin has its own journey, from the day it was struck to its place in a collection today. The quarter's durability as a medium of exchange and as a collectible item reflects its place in both commerce and history. It bridges the gap between ordinary utility and exceptional rarity. In the modern collecting world, information about rare coins spreads rapidly, bringing new attention to the 1967 quarter. Online communities, auction houses, and numismatic publications continue to highlight its significance, ensuring it remains a focus for generations to come. For those who discover a 1967 quarter in high grade or with a notable error, the financial reward can be extraordinary. The most exceptional examples have reached $2.4 million, a staggering sum that reflects both their scarcity and the passion they inspire among collectors. The enduring appeal of this coin is a reminder that treasures can hide in plain sight. A simple coin from your change could hold untold value, provided it carries the right combination of condition, rarity, and demand. Even as decades pass, the allure of the 1967 quarter remains undiminished. Each surviving specimen serves as a reminder that history is often preserved in the most unexpected forms. The fascination with this quarter shows no signs of fading. As long as collectors seek pieces that blend history, beauty, and rarity, the 1967 quarter will remain a shining highlight of American coinage. In the end, this coin's story is one of endurance. From its minting in a time of change to its place today as a coveted treasure, the 1967 quarter stands as proof that even the smallest artifacts can carry immense historical and monetary weight.